Okay, we are live for this. Just have a check on, no, we can't check on that. Sessions, one session, got just over an hour and 10 minutes, just under an hour and 10 minutes left to sort out. So get into our Honda Civic Type R. Whilst we do that, I will be heading across into Discord, so you will hear people chatting who are teammates. Good evening.
Hello, Fee.
Evening, Fee.
Evening. How we all doing?
Very well yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Yeah, not too bad. Hopefully, my paint will be on this time. I've uploaded it again for them, so
Okay.
see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not got that on.
I don't know. It's weird because it was on the first round and the second round, then it disappeared. So I uploaded it again, and then it wasn't on last week. See if it's on now. What sort of times you doing, Fee? I saw on Monday you were
Slow. 2037 was it best?
No, it was less than that.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm sure it was a 202. But I don't know. I haven't got a setup for this. Did you have a setup off? Has Paul got one or?
I don't know.
I can send you it.
Yeah, I had one.
Have you got one? No. Are you in the Honda then, Carl?
Yep.
All right. Oh well, that's good. Yeah, you were. You sent us one last time, didn't you? Don't mind. That'd be good. And I'll see what it's like. What wing is it on? Do you know?
2.5.
2.5. Because I tried a few different ones the other day, and like if you go on 3.5, you can get the speed, but down the
you lose
massively in the corners. Yeah.
Yeah, the middle sector you just lose shitloads. I'm better on 3 wing.
Hello, game on.
But I just can't stay with them in the middle sector.
We've just run off 159.19. Okay, pit speed is 37 miles per hour. Exit's clear, watch the line.
Alright. Hola. Are you right, Mr. Walker? Yeah, I'm alright. Are you alright? Ah, it's fantastic, mate.
The leader's just done up.
Lovely.
1.41. Sector 1 is 2.1 seconds. Off the pace. Sector 2 is 2.2 seconds off the pace. You gotta watch the track limit. E7. That's a new quick route for Walker. 157.58.
Prick.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, honestly, he's been doing it all week.
I'm gonna crash into him. He's right
Sorry.
behind me. Stephen Walker. I'll slow him down.
That's mental, mate.
Oh, it's up to you now, Fee. He's got past me.
Car left.
Sorry, I don't want any room. Sorry.
No, they're picking on you, mate.
0.32.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. I deserve it.
I've told them, take him out, £5 each.
£5? You cheaping out of me, Carl.
That's all you're worth, sweetness.
Behind, watch out.
Car left.
I can't dispute that.
clear.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Casper, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
You did second race yesterday?
Oh yeah, I was bowling ball. I took out a couple of people. I finished in the pit lane.
E12.
Hope today there will be no internet problem for you.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is this time of day?
No, I don't know.
It feels like apocalypse.
It's weird, isn't it?
The sun's awful. Oh, happy with that. I got in the 2 minutes.
Well done, Chris.
Looks like I need to be in the 159s, thought it. Fucking hell, Dan Lewis is in the 158s.
Sector 2 is 2.9 off the pace.
I like the track, it's just really hard.
Yeah, if you get one bit slightly wrong, you lose so much time, don't you?
Yeah.
Difficult to string a few laps together consistently.
Car left.
Sector 3 is 2.4 seconds off the pace.
It's coming down, Faye. Yeah, it's awful. I prefer the other one where you can carry the speed right round. Caught me out first time I went out and straight on, it was like, ah.
Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace.
Just had a look at the setup there. I'm on the low downforce one. It's on -4 wing. But I've done my fastest lap with that.
Sector 2 is 3.3 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, I'm just on the low downforce iRacing setup. I'll try the other one when I get a chance.
Car right. Clear.
Evening.
Hello, mate. You alright?
Hello. Evening.
How are we all doing?
Car left.
Good, mate. You?
B13.
Is it wet?
No.
No. Yeah. It's
Yeah, so you haven't got to mess up a wet race this week?
Ah, I need to get rid of my demons. And it's the only chance I have to win.
Steve's doing 57s.
That's ridiculous. I mean, the fastest times on
Sector 1, 1.17.
Garage 61 was the 58.1. I was a couple of hundredths off on whatever, on Monday. But obviously he was like a 57.5.
Yeah, I think that's what he's done here.
Yeah, 57.58. I think his lap after that though was about a 2-minute 2 because of being free.
Hello, adios.
Yeah, BBG.
Alright.
So, see what we can do tonight. Not fuck it up. It's gonna be dark.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's morning, not sunset.
Yeah, I think it's morning.
Wow, that sun. Damn. It feels
Yeah, it
like
looks about 7:30 in the morning.
Carl Hardy, P3. Okay. What kind of ring are you guys running?
Same as yesterday, mate. 2.5.
I like to set up off of garage and then molded a low 58 in that. Some 2 wang. Give it a go.
Sector 1 is 1.2 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2.0 seconds off the pace.
Don't you regret though?
Sector 3 is 1.6 seconds off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.6, off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds, off the pace.
That's better. You're getting there, Fee. You said you were getting quicker.
Sector 1's 0.3, off the pace.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Watch your speed here. Hit in 880 feet.
Good time, Casper. Well done.
Thank you.
100 feet.
Go give it a try with -2 wing.
Okay.
Not 2.5.
Front
I think
92%,
it's better.
rear left 97.
And what setup was that?
Your setup with -2 wing.
Okay, cool.
Phew. No. Sorry. And -2 wing, your brake bias, and my cambers in the rear.
What camber that was 2.5, wasn't it?
Yeah. But you can go like -3, I think. I will try it right now.
It's just done on 208.58.
Because I think 2.5 is not enough.
Are you alright to share that setup with us, Carl, once you're in the pits?
Yeah,
alright.
I will share it with you.
It's near it to me as well, mate.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Send and send.
Cheers, mate. Do you want to send it to Fee as well, please?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Only thing that it's not nice is tire wear, I think. It's hard,
it's probably the same for everyone on this truck.
yeah, I think so too.
All clear here, watch the line.
Last corner kills tires like...
Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah, it's awful.
It's very nice, like very light lift and that's all, but it kills tires. To be honest, I was not expecting this track to be this sunny TCR.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah. I always thought that only high downforce cars are nice for this track, but...
I only thought bikes were cool on this track, but...
This track for bikes is insane.
Sector 1 is 2.6 seconds off the pace. off the pace. D17. Sector 3 is 1.3 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Car left.
Yes, come on, hello. Hello there. There we go.
What'd you get?
Sorry, Pete. I was watching you. I was watching you and I go straight your way.
58.3.
Straight.
Yeah.
Sector 3 is 1.6 seconds off the pace.
Wasn't too wing.
Cool.
What top speed do you have in Veloster?
Sorry?
What top speed do you have in Veloster?
Again, Gaspar, what's
Speed. Top
What
speed.
top speed?
Oh, top speed! I don't know. I'll have a look. I'm gonna go on
Sector 1 is
quality check
0.8
now
off the
and
pace.
see how it does in the straight.
In Honda it's like 230.
230. Okay. Don't forget to practice your pit stop.
Brake like just before this lamppost in the right, something like that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andy.
Sector 2 is 1.8 off the pace.
Every now and again I forget that first chicane. It definitely
what
happened
an
at least once in the race.
100% going to be Carl Hardy killing somebody again.
57.
Sector 3 is 1.6 off the pace.
It's a pretty nasty slowdown when you don't do the chicane in 5 seconds or something.
Sector 1 is with you, off pace.
At 2:31, and I have to brake.
Track limits, pay attention.
Thank you. No problem. No problem. You're second off in Sector 1.
Johnny.
Cheers, mate.
Pit exit is clear, don't cross the line.
Car left. Car right. Clear.
Hayden.
Hello. Am I said it wrong, or second race has the wrong time set? For me it says 20 minutes.
T19.
No, it's not. That's just the way it does it. Trust me, it's right.
It's a new fastest lap for Walker 1:57.49. Sector 1 is 1.3 seconds off the pace. Car has just done a 2:40.3. You gotta watch the track limit. Left here.
Anyone know what fuel for the first race?
I don't know. But I know that there will be restores, I think. Because session is set wrong. Race 2 is 20 minutes, for me at least. Or am I saying it wrong?
Steve Walker just said it's fine. That's alright.
Okay.
So maybe, I don't know, I'll have a look in a minute. Jamie Jeffrey.
Someone should let them know then.
I said it in official chat. It says 2 times heat,
Isn't it
20
some
minutes?
sort of iRacing glitch?
Okay.
We've had this before. I think
Okay.
that one you're seeing of the next 20 minutes just gets skipped,
Okay.
and then it goes on to the 40-minute one.
Yeah, I think that's how he's got to set it up.
Okay. I thought that feature race is named Heat Turtle.
That was worth bringing up anyway, buddy.
That's a good spot.
Better now than later.
Absolutely.
Also, watch out, you can roll back on the track.
Yeah.
So watch out for drive-thrus.
Traffic on this exit. Watch your mirrors.
Car left.
There's 15 minutes left.
Well, you're swapping to the Audi, Andy.
I haven't had time to do it, Dave, to be honest.
See,
I've been getting back till 7 o'clock every night, so. But I best stick with the devil I know at the moment.
Sector 1's 1.1, off the pace.
Seems like some sort of Portuguese right now. Especially those last week who absolutely hated going around the increasingly treacherous.
Yeah, it was pretty bad last week. They're probably finding this.
You gotta watch the track.
You know, it's quite a technical track, isn't it? This is one of the challenges you get in many different ways. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, last week it was a very rainy day. It really was, and it's certainly affected the championship, which is what we're going to talk about now. We start talking about moving past. Right, okay. Where is he anyway? Daniel Lewis is in 10th place. Yeah, he does stand out in the crowd though, doesn't he? Look at that. It's like one of those people that's wearing a strange disguise. Like, that's a disguise. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the pro standard shot. So, Stephen Walker out in front by a pretty good chunk, Jay. That's 42 points. 42 points. If you look to the right hand side, we shouldn't, but if you did, it's less with dropping the scores. But Wobbly's not here tonight, so Stephen Walker is, and Pete Newman is, so that's going to stop Wobbly's chances somewhat. What do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. These are the weeks that like Stephen and everybody else outside of Geo is going to be absolutely get races. Like you're not going to get too many this season where too many tracks this season where the chance to win is going to be clear right in the face. You just got to keep consistent. You've got to just try and keep it clean as much as you can. Really don't get too many better champions than this. Maybe you have a big one.
No, fair enough. And you got Casper Smirnoff there in 4th place, who is currently second fastest in practice.
The sun in turn 4 is like, I can see shit there.
13 points behind Pete Newman. Again, left on column still.
How many litres, sorry, did someone say for the race?
For those top
I think 24, but I'd go a little bit more.
but he's a bit
I'll go 25.
Alright, it's just done on
This day that's 6.6 gallons to you.
Okay, mate. For the old money.
Sector 2 is 1-0, off the pace.
Mateus, I've not seen him. He signed up right at the start. I'm not sure whether he's joining us. We'll find out at some point. Guess he'll be on track. So yeah, this is going to be a very different pro championship to last season, where already Simsport, Impulse, and Geo Thrash now was all XPO Sim. It was a clear difference.
Yeah, it's right. It's just how everything does it for some reason. We've had this issue before. It is correct.
Sorry, altogether. So again, let your eyes.
Anthony Hilton's going alright. I thought I could remember something like that, yeah.
Sector 3 is 1.5 seconds, off the pace.
So Jamie Wilson is leading the championship at the moment for Pro.
10 minutes left.
He's 7 points, only 7, Jay, already. And then you've got Michael chewing at the bit behind that, and then PBG behind him in 4th place. And look who's in 5th. Not seen his name in the top 5 for a few seasons, but Stefan he's 69 points behind the leader. 69 points, not a lot in this series.
It's after an absolutely historic race last weekend. Frederick gets his first win of anybody outside of the pro. It's like I say, it's every week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be saying this every single week from now on. This is the championship most at the moment. It is one that has historical implications. You've got to be sure when we look at the top scores and see who's the most competitive.
Dave, you know what you were saying about third gear last night in the Audi?
Yes, mate, yeah.
I'm just watching Anthony and he is using third gear for all the corners. Apart from the hairpin, he's going down to second.
25 liters for
Okay.
Nothing in this league. We're on 4 races.
Yeah, I'm going 25.
That'd be brilliant.
And 16 for quali.
And then these are the guys developing, let's say.
59.7, Dave, well done.
Sector 3 is 0.3 off the
First
pace.
peak, 2 minute 3. Andy in the session, is he?
Yeah, man.
Andy in here? Yeah, cool. You alright, mate?
Yeah, not bad, bro.
Good, good. Dale in here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, cool.
Missing Ralphie.
He said he might miss it.
He's doing a fantastic job there. And then Andy Littler leading the workout charge.
Front left, 93%, left rear, 98.
You know, there's a lot of points on offer in this because they're slightly higher up in scoring. I think this one.
He said to me earlier that it's touch and go if he makes or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think this is the only country where I think you should be focusing more on the right hand.
Probably depends how much Guinness he has at the weight, can it?
Yeah. No, more the better. He races quicker. He's doing third here.
There's a bit of a rip in Gio and stretching away.
The only corner he's going down to second is this one down here, Dave.
Lagging out.
That's an insane lap in it, 57.4.
Ridiculous.
I mean, he's got no one. Like, Casper's 3 tenths off him. Up me, Tony Walker's up there. 58.0.
Yeah, you're right. Let's have a look at driver of the meeting. So Jamie and Freddie share the top spot at the moment with Tom, Daniel and Casper sharing the second. And then race drive. Eloquent articulate. Daniel Lewis now has what do they call it? Anyways, we'll go with that. Yeah.
How much camera you guys run out the front?
So look at this then.
2.8.
2.8. That's low, isn't it?
Developing their craft.
Fancy pants.
Mr. Jamie Jeffrey, how the devil are you?
fast and that's long. You know, I don't want to be hindering, so it's like,
Great lap, Tony. Well done.
I'm just going to toilet.
Dave, you're only 4 tenths off second.
Yeah, well, it's true, isn't it? Though, you know, it's win it or bin it in officials for a lot of the people. Whereas in leagues, you have to turn up and face these guys every week. You know, you've got to make them chat. You've got to, you know, show yourself as the racer that you are. And people are in a crucible, and it improves them, and it improves them very, very well.
I mean, I couldn't put all of that any better myself. Like, always put someone fast, always put someone that is able to get faster, and
Okay, time's over, B22. That's the end of the session, B22.
2012 even, when we were in Algarve.
Good luck. Good luck.
As we trip.
Double check your car setup.
You too, Carl.
They start pouring out of pit lane. I'm trying to pick someone and get a camera on them. Pouring out. 25 drivers we've got at the minute, Jay. It's going to be a drama inside a team of this one. I think there is a pool of people that don't want to race this track or they don't even own the track. We can't expect everybody to be gazillionaires. Do you think
The exit's clear, go, go, go. We've got 14 minutes to get the job done.
as well because it's relatively new?
yeah, I mean, the track's probably been out for just a little bit less than 2 years now. Should sort of correct me if I'm wrong. I feel there's some of the same sort of races. Mugello, another fantastic track, great for racing, but
The track temps decreasing. It's now 68 degrees.
No problem, Jake.
taking the scenic route, Carl?
No, I'm just going slow, mate, out of the way, getting out of everyone's way.
Car left.
Really?
Artistic impression. That just goes to show that even the mighty and luckiest, obviously, can receive of us.
I'm recovering tired.
We are a bit early in the morning or late at night. I don't remember. Let's have a quick look. We're early in the morning. Yeah, we are. Since the session started. Yeah, good point. Yeah. No rain. Not a single drop. So we're looking for super fast. We've got 20 minutes. Right, okay. We'll do the next one, shall we? Because we were busy looking at the weather.
Green
yeah,
flag. Let's go.
Whilst we're doing this. 20-minute race, sprint race. 30% fuel. No need for a pit stop. Unless you absolutely have to because you've got the car damage. Then we've got a 5-minute interlude before we go into a 40-minute feature race where a pit stop is pretty much guaranteed. Unless you are part of the self-powered group where Simon Trendle is here. He's racing V8 this season and focusing on that. So we have 3 classes of car, Pro-Am, Pro-Am and so Pro have blue number boards with usually white writing if you've not won the series before. But in the case of Stephen Walker, who is the luckiest man on Ingrid, he has yellow writing. So that means he has won this series before, or one of our series before. He's with the yellow writing. If we look at
Track limits, pay attention.
Stefan, he is in Pro-Am, he's in the medal class. He's got green numbers, green windscreen banners, white writing. If he has yellow writing, he would have been a previous champion of this series. There is only one Pro-Am driver that has previously won one of our series, and that is Chris Newman, who doesn't race this season. And then we've got orange numbers.
The leaders just run out 158.09.
You are in the AM class of car.
AKP. There's Pete.
Those not quite able to do dizzying that fast, but working on it. So those are on the 3 classes. Those are on the 2 races that we've got going on tonight. Next week, I think is another sprint feature week. Yeah, and then we've got an endurance week the week after.
Sorry, Fiona, would you mind?
Which is going to be a different layout altogether. One race, but
Thank you.
nonetheless dramatic.
Car left.
Next week we will be at the Zandvoort for rounds 9 and 10, and then 11 we're at
Thank you.
for the endurance. Good track for us for an endurance, though, isn't it? Just happened to work out that way. As far as a very good endurance track, isn't it, guys?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, they do the 24 hours, they do the WEC there, the WEC, there is 12 hours. It's a slightly different layout as far different enough that I have to make a void for it.
Car left.
Oh, yeah.
Sector 1 is 3.4 seconds off the pace.
That's the only thing that's different. Quite only different time. Gerson and Angry emailed to Brim and decided that's going to be the case, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it's going to be backwards tactics.
Car left.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be an interesting one. Changing one corner ever slightly.
Car left.
We're coming around to the end of this particular running lap, and Steve Walker's going to embark on a race.
Sonny, you can go through.
You, Jay, if you're good with it.
As we all know, Cosmo is not only the senior
Cheers, buddy.
embarrassingly great sport in history, it's a sweet and fun racing strategy we've had through this
go feet.
Car
Thank
left.
you. And now show me how it's done.
You've got the wrong walker there, man.
Car right. Clear.
T19, you're currently 9.7 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 2.5 seconds off the pace.
Waiting there, mate. Sector 2 is 1.8 off the pace. D21, good lap, what's your quickest so far?
No, I'm serious, you know, you are a streamer, you are a celebrity, I'm still waiting for a signal. But yeah, it's like yourself. But yeah, you know, eventually, it's J-Rock.
Oh, you bastard.
No, I just went over the line there. Just a smidgen. Shit, that was
2.1 seconds.
focusing on the car on the outside there.
But with great coaching, great insight, and the right setup guide, etc. And all setups are perfect. You can get one that someone can race around like 3 seconds faster than you. That's just because that's how they race it. You know, that doesn't mean it's all dictated by the setup. You know, everybody's got their own style. Even in a sim race, it's not a computer game. In inverted commas.
Just be.
Sector 2 is 2.2 seconds off the pace.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is the most expensive computer game on the planet. You have to buy it every bloody year, and you know, to keep up with everything, you've got to spend a good amount of money on your tracks, your cars. You've got a load of support from like race labs. That's the one. Yeah, I overlay. Everybody thinks that's better. It probably is, but I've never used it. You know, this is not a game.
D22.
Like a game.
Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Got time for one more after this one.
Cheers, Andy.
This is a simulator.
Are you on one now?
No.
In my opinion, it should be treated like
All the time, smash.
go in and do track
Sheridan.
We got people coming up on us. Let them go. We're behind them. Getting from the pool.
Sector 1 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
Right, so in this qualifying session, Stephen Walker is your provisional pole man.
Sector 2 is 2.6 seconds off the pace.
Thank you, Magda. He is 0.156 seconds behind Stephen Lucky Pants Walker. Pete Newman is third in that list, and provisionally third on our grid at 0.264 behind. Interestingly, pro driver Jamie Jeffrey, who's rejoined us just now, actually, in the news of racing this season. He is not put a lap in. He's only just updated his service. He's not driven the car in months. He's been touring the southern continent, and therefore he's out of practice, so he's probably staying out of the way.
D23 puts you 4.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the pace.
It's probably the stroke.
Come on, get it going again.
No, and I'm hoping that it works out.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. He's very confident.
Left front 92%, left rear 98.
Right. Oh, miss. Cheers for help. There's your pit entry. Yeah, sounds like a plan. The entry a bit overslowed for me, but yeah, I think I was a smidgen early, but it's better to be early than late. Yeah. So how do you go about when you leave the pits? Or do you just put the rev max and the throttle and the clutch a bit open, or? Yeah, I mean, because you can't see where it is, which is a pain in the ass. So I just try and guesstimate where it is. Yeah. Just go from that. So basically, just try and do a race start.
It's time
but
to
using my foot clutch. Yeah. I use the foot clutch all the time now.
I shall bring this up. I shall wait for somebody, some kind soul, Dale Benison, to join the grid. I'll find a camera which stops them flashing their bleeding lights at us, Jay. Right, I'm all. We'll extend gridding. Hopefully that did extend gridding. And we will go through the grid. So here at Portimao, with the chicanes, Stephen Walker will be your pole man for Hydro Geodesic Racing. I'm going to do names only, even though there's 25 tonight. Kasper Smirnoff, great achievement there, off second on the front row. Pete Newman, third on the
Great lap,
row,
Kasper.
with Tony Walker next to him.
Yeah, nice one, buddy.
90 seconds.
Off fifth, René Earhart was sixth.
I had potential for pole, but if I
Good luck, all.
Yeah, you got really good pace, buddy.
Two of your previous teammates there.
just don't roll down at the start.
Well, if I'm stumbling, it's my Stamen Gobeloff 13th, and 14th will be Dietmar Hoos.
60 seconds.
Who had a decent race last time out.
Flashy, flashy.
Crowther even will go 16th, 17th. Daniel Lewis, stop flashing your lights over there. Stop it. JBDJ will go off.
Yeah, good luck everyone.
Hey, Euro.
Good luck, all.
JBDJ will go off.
Good luck to get off the fucking line.
Paul Hurley on 20th, Chris Dixon off 21st.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
23rd will be Fee. 24th will be Dale Bennison.
30 seconds.
Jamie Jeffrey will join the back of the grid very, very shortly. Although he's not done so far, and maybe he's got technical issues, not sure. I've chosen the
Great lap time.
The headlights, Jay, that works, doesn't it? So,
10 seconds.
I rating has gone up.
Take it easy, your tire temps are cold.
As I can remember. Now 2038. Stephen Walker, I thought better of you. I thought he was a mature one. I honestly thought he was mature.
Alright, standing start here. Okay, get ready here.
Jamie Jeffrey.
Green, green, green.
Let's go.
Here we go, folks. Lights are out, of course, and we are going.
Car left.
Well, it's not just me.
Car left.
That's Hydra's car way out into the. Oh, he's done a safe job actually. Damn it. Oh, got a bit
Car
of
left.
just over Stefan. There's some crowded house back here.
Don't worry about me, Casper. Just want to keep with them. Where do we break here?
Car left.
Flashing of lights from Dietmar. I know from Renee.
Car left.
Sure thing.
We nearly stumbled.
Yeah, it was close. You start up the inside there.
Crowded around Jamie Wilson again. He attracts this. He's like a car magnet. There's cars crawling all over him again. That seems to be the story of his season so far. They're always different.
Sorry, Joby.
He's well out of position, wouldn't you?
Sorry, Tony.
Sorry? Yeah, a bit of a battle. He keeps shotting up the inside.
No problem, mate.
Yeah, absolutely right. All of that, you're right, and Carl. Has Carl taken a position? Don't adjust your sets, folks. That's weird. Ren would be outside.
I've got damage slightly.
This is going again, please. Renee.
B22.
Well, I've stayed out the way and given room. Sorry, David.
Oh, shit. And now Carl has got company, and he's got lots of company. There's lots going on behind him. What's going on here? Oh!
Now, you avoided hitting Paul because he was on the outside. Sorry, David.
It doesn't look like that right now, but I'll show you that in a minute. We're going to go back to this, though, because this is interesting.
Don't bother waiting, Chris. I've got to go in for a
Oh, I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm fucked. Paul hit me and then I hit you and he hit me again and I can't even keep the straight line.
The next guy ahead of us is car number 621, A-class license, and the rating is 3.1.
Easier at this track? Are there good opportunities? Or is it full of a leader apart from a couple of turns?
I'm trying. It's I think the back wheel's hanging off.
I did not mean to attack him.
Newman.
I did not mean that.
58 is he's now leading. Gap 2.
What happened?
Increasing, it's up to 3.5.
I touched
I got a
Steven,
meatball.
but really lightly, and he hopped spun. I fucked him up, man. 2 times in a row. I should be penalized.
Newman, hitting 6. I think they'll make it up just behind you.
I was going to the pitch as well.
That lap was a 2.63.
Yeah, he battered me a few times before that. So I'm not surprised he's got damage.
Hilton just took me and Renee out. Turn 1. It was 2 days late waiting for turn 1.
Who did?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony, I'm sorry, dude.
Don't battle with Tony, Casper. Just let him drive his race, he's got pace.
I will not, really.
Off the pace.
Just
15
make
minutes to go.
Steven, I did not want to attack him, but somehow I get him so much in one corner and touched him. I don't know.
I'm not saying don't go for the win, I'm just saying he has got pace, so just see if you can pull away.
Yeah, I know. I was talking
still
about...
good. Yeah, it's still good, yeah, don't worry about that, that's happened, don't worry about that.
Became a roadblock for medium behind him. But, you know, these things happen, don't they? It's all finite millisecond decision moments, and there's not much in it when you're at the cutting edge. Yeah, we would do it, we all work around that move that perhaps we never so, you know, mistakes are made by anyone and everyone. So, I'm sure probably be on the DM.
Gap 2, car number 621. Ahead is increasing. It's up to 5.0 seconds. The leader is just done a 1:59.03.
Are you back out, Pete?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just run up 1:58.56. Gap behind you now, 6.2.
Yeah, he's on the bad side here though. Good side now. Oh yeah.
If you kill me, I will not be happy.
Precipice will be 1:58.23.
turn, don't worry.
Maybe not.
Got a track on the morning.
Yeah, so your leader, folks, is Tony Walker right now, despite all the drama. Casper Smirnoff, the first of our pro drivers, was in second place before the incident. Finds himself in second place anyway. Yuri Larkin in third with Carl Hardy. Honestly, the standards aren't wrong, folks. He's sensible.
10 minutes left here.
And he's got a big gap to Renee. I'd expected Renee to cover that gap quite quick. I'm not sure why he hasn't, but he's in a bit of no man's land, which means Van Gool is 2 whole seconds or more behind him. He is actually closing on him now. And then we've got Jamie Wilson and Michael Hall scrubbing still. This is a big group now. This is a big group.
Car left.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was a bit not desperate.
Car left.
It was optimistic.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to put that right hand side of the building. If you're in a front wheel drive seat, not going to quite have as much to say the GT3 is GT1 or even that's from a GT.
This way. I just want to stay on Steve and see what he's doing.
Look at Michael.
D18, that's halfway, you've got plenty of fuel. Sector 3 is 2.2, off the pace.
Oh, back where we were. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh, and here we go. Casper's having it. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Tony, as usual, defending amazingly.
Yeah, that was good.
Defenders, I think, in the league.
Gap to Newman. Ahead is increasing, now 1.9.
Absolutely. Casper, we smell it now.
The next car is Newman, car 58. A license, the rating is 7.9.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, he'd have to come in for an interview then. I mean, I don't even know what he sounds like. Right, okay. You're closing in, ever so slightly. Back here with Jamie Wilson though, he's absolutely crawling all over the back of PVG's car. It's probably better to look at it from Michael Hall's car because he can see both of these two. Hopefully see some of the car
Newman, 158.21.
Good luck, mate.
You set your fuel here. That lap was a 2:02.38. That's your quickest lap today.
Yes. Don't let anybody breathe. Just go for it, grab it.
Yeah, come on, Yuki. I mean, Jamie.
I'm a big Yuki fan.
Yeah.
5 minutes left here.
Cheers, buddy.
Gap to D17. Ahead, it's increasing. Now 6.3 seconds. Back is now 9.0 seconds.
Cheers, mate. Think you might get me back.
Yes, they are.
Fighting like hell for that. Oh my word.
Ahead is increasing. It's up to 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Dave.
Very, very interested in damage now. He's brought some friends, Crowther and James Scott. So again, anybody that thinks that slightly smaller grids, because we have got 25 drivers, slightly smaller grids are less interested. Not the case at all. This is quite a drama. Oh, David Ayres, flashy himself, a crash. Should we watch it?
2 minutes left.
I see you.
3 is 1.5 off the pace.
Come up on you, Dave.
Yeah, I got you, mate.
It's all goggle.
Cheers, mate.
It looks a little bit closer than Fort Town.
It does. I don't know. Where are we on the track? Are we going to get away for another lap? This is going to be so close.
Yeah, one more lap.
We are, aren't we?
Next lap should be the last.
Yeah, we're going to be about 5 seconds
Last lap.
or something to that tune away from taking the checker.
Here we go, final lap.
Yeah.
There's now Casper, attempts to gain a lot of that slipstream.
Absolutely. It's these two, isn't it?
Yep, two completely different places of braking. Tony using beyond the curve.
Yeah.
Casper keeps it nice and safe. You don't want to be doing Tony's line on the front range.
Oh my word!
Big time for Michael.
Overcommitted. No, he's done it. No, he hasn't. Jamie's done it. Oh no, he hasn't. What? Oh my gosh!
The white flag is out.
Oh, what is going on?
Oh, sorry, mate. In turn 1, I couldn't get it down into first.
Why is he?
We are running out of fuel.
Right, okay. They're having their own race. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's PVG. There's two spaces here. Yeah.
Come back, Jamie.
Yeah. Up and under.
Not going to do it though. Next turn is left. That's in Jamie's favour.
Yeah, it's all right. Casper isn't anywhere near Tony Walker compared to Chris.
No, he is.
We'd be safe to keep on this one.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, good call.
PVG back in the front. Jimmy is nice right out from there.
D18.
Use that inside line this. I think no, he's going to go for it. He is convinced it's
Jamie's giving him too much room, in my opinion only.
no weapon under incoming. And it's fantastic racing with both of them.
Yeah. This is what you turn on.
Just an overtake on that
Oh!
sketchy inside line there.
On him. There's the same. It was legal. It was all good. Oh, look
Well
at
done,
Tony
mate.
Walker.
Well done, Tony. That's quality, mate. Well done.
Just some draft, Michael.
Ahead is Walker, car number 22.
Run out wide.
Check off. Yes, type 4.
Yeah, sure. Well done. Quality race there, mate.
That was a great race, mate. Well done.
Yeah, he did just get
Yeah.
Good race, Jamie.
I just didn't make it.
as well. Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. I was super worried after I started making mistakes. It was so
I have to
close.
work for that for most of the laps.
Yeah, I tried. I had a couple of chances, but that was it. After that, I just buggered
Yeah, I
myself
do have
up.
a bit
So
of balance.
that was the only chances I had. Well played, mate. Well done.
Well driven, Michael. It's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, good race, mate. Enjoyed that.
Yeah.
D18. Alright, it's over.
Well done, Casper.
We can go for a little smoke, I guess.
It's not well done.
Accidents happen.
How much were you running, Michael?
Jamie.
Oh, he nearly got both.
But you know, Carl, it's like second week in a row where I don't want to attack Steven. I touch him, and his race goes to shit. Like,
But he's going to have a good race on the second one coming through the pack, so.
It was that last corner you were struggling on, Pete. The rest was rapid.
Where did you finish, Pete Newman?
0.5 seconds behind P15.
Oh, game.
I'm back in a minute.
Anthony Elton had a bit of a mess mid-race there, and bringing it home.
Massive congratulations.
That's the end of the session.
Don't forget to increase your fuel.
He's loving it.
Oh dear, what a great result for Tony Walker.
That's all the time. D8.
And the second car set
A
up.
couple of races ago, before it even happened, that this could be the season for a Pro-Am winner, and we've had two now with Freddie. Right, let's have a look at. Why have I got Heat 2 showing? I can't have had a Heat 2. I haven't had a Heat 1 yet. There we go. Right, Tony Walker is your is your winner tonight here at Portimao with all the chicanes, millions of them, like at least 40.
Yeah, sorry about that, David.
Also the iRacing teams. Casper
Are you there?
Casper Smirnoff, top pro driver. Never not said that. And second overall. Sim racing school. Euro Larkinen, second in class in Pro-Am, third on track, and an overall podium for Euro Larkinen for Hydro Race Racing Forces. What a fantastic Pro-Am drivers are having tonight.
Track's cooling down, it's now 72 Fahrenheit.
Yeah, I had damage because I don't know what the hell happened going into turn 1. I broke well before I should have, but I know I was on the inside line. But the car just stepped out and avoided Paul, but couldn't avoid David, and then Paul drove straight to the side of me. But I mean, he threw the car up the inside about 3 times, and I had to give him room and bounced off me. And I thought, like, yeah, but I must have had damage because the way the car just sidestepped, and like, I had no control over it. Well, the back wheel fell off, I think, because I couldn't. Driving it back round was horrendous. Yeah, probably.
Daniel Lewis in 13th overall for Bladestein SRL.
Yeah, it was just awful. But
JB Dejay.
Yeah, no worries.
15th for BSTV. Pete Newman 16th for Result XPO Sims. Stephen Walker 17th for Hydro Race Geodesic. 18th and second in class Fiona Siddons for AMCOS tonight for Work Guards by Result. That's great, isn't it? That is really good. That shows what safe driving can do for you. Andy Littler, her teammate, came home in 19th and third in class, gets a podium finish for his class.
Yeah, I'm just watching it back there, and Paul clipped me back wheel on one corner, and I give him plenty of room. And then he bumped off me again, and he just shot it up the inside. And then we bumped again. I think there must have been damage on the rear right for it to step the way it did. See, I was compromised going out of the last corner. Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be something wrong with the back end there, 'cause even coming around that last corner, it's sliding. Obviously, till I hit the brakes, I didn't know. It just stepped off. It sort of, the back end turned to the right.
Yes.
It was weird.
Right, let's have a look at this. No, we want to do this. No, we want to do this.
Oh, that's awful.
Right. Sometimes we get people doing practice pit stops, folks, because in the next race, you can only do one unless you're a brilliant fuel saver.
I think he's on about it on the stream there, and whoever's watching the stream.
When I was doing an endurance race at Daytona with I think it was with
These two, is there?
that I hit a tyre barrier. On my screen, I didn't hit it at all. On their screen, all my wheels fell off.
Daytona does that to some people.
Yeah. I did go through the bus stop, but on my screen I didn't hit it. On their screen I mullered everything that I had. But I
oh my
God!
Finish.
What is going on?
My best effort.
Who's watching that?
Sorry, that's me.
Yeah, what's that? The same corner. Yeah, he does. He's doing it for style points now, isn't he?
He knows you're watching.
He must. So, from that first race, is there anything to take from that for anybody?
Oh, absolutely. Tony Walker, first win of the season, maybe first win of many, we'll see what happens. But I think it's also a wake-up call to everybody
in session, D18.
Pro-Ams as well, that the top guys could end up going out, and you need to be putting yourself in a good position.
It's time to join the grid.
Just like
double check your car setup.
In the top 5 just then did. Because you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be ready to jump in when someone who should be finishing player decides, you know what, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah. Right. What? Oh, crikey. Yeah, the times here, Joe. I was listening to you rather than paying attention to the screen. That just goes to show how good a commentator you are.
Man, that race was crazy.
Yeah, that was good.
Jamie's telling me that my ass is wider than Kyle's.
Don't forget fuel and tyres.
Why'd you put it over iRacing?
Oh shit, yeah. Don't forget fuel. That was the wrong button.
Daniel Lewis off third. Jaden Scott off fourth. Fifth will be.
Are you back, David?
Stefan Goebel. Dominic
No.
off seventh. Jamie Wilson off eighth. Ninth.
Yes, mate, I'll be here, mate.
Yeah, sorry about that. I must have had damage off all the bump.
Good luck, everyone.
When I hit the brakes, it just shot to the right, and I couldn't avoid you. So I do apologise.
No problem at all, mate. Don't worry about it. One of them things, isn't it?
Pete Newman off 16th. Stephen Walker off 17th. 18th will be 5th.
Yeah, well, good luck this time. I'll not take you out.
Paul Hurley off 21st.
Famous last words.
Good luck, boys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
David Ayres off 24th. There's a button here somewhere. There it is.
Flashy.
And we don't expect Jamie Jeffrey to join the grid at all, since he's got graphic issues, thanks to being in the southern hemisphere of the planet Earth for quite a lot. Why is everybody flashing their lights? What's this? Do you want to just...
Jamie's going to shoot off the line in his Audi.
Anybody?
Yeah, he is.
He was rapid.
He was, yeah.
Great, yeah.
First time I've ever seen as well, the top 10 for the second race not have any pro drivers in it.
I've been chased by a boat.
Whoa! Good spot. Good. Oh, that's, look at Daniel Lewis. What
And
the hell?
that's Renee.
Yeah.
Right, Renee in 11th is currently...
40 minutes. Track temp is 73 Fahrenheit. Okay, their temp is 68.
You know what, this could probably end up being the best race of the season.
Okay, this is standing start. Check your belts, check your switches. Let's get ready to go. Go.
Hey, got away!
That was mad, that.
Straight away. Hopefully everybody was paying attention because that caught me out. That was very
Car left.
Daniel Lewis is fantastic as well. The overtaking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, Demo's got
Car right.
shallow. Oh, that could be dangerous.
Oh!
Clear.
He has. The Demo is stuck. So, commentator's curse. Tony Walker. Tony what? Oh, no way. Right, that's the first challenge for Tony Walker. And also Lewis. Right, okay, that didn't go too great. Where's Renee? We had money on Renee, didn't we? There we go.
Position at the moment, looks like Deck's gone down at 11 places as well, and Diamant's gone down 20 places as well. And Diamant down, Walker down, Daniel Lewis down.
Right. Dale is keeping out of the way.
Three of my picks are already out. It's just like every time I bet on the Grand National.
Well, yeah.
Missing out on the race.
One year they shocked him, like, I mean, that was really bad. I don't bother anymore. I can't do it to the horses, it's just a rule.
Jesus.
Car left.
It's just for the horses, if nothing else.
What the fucking hell are you doing, you German dickhead? I didn't do anything.
There's all sorts going on back here.
They're showing us the meatball. We've got to bring it in. Get it restarted here.
It's very, very,
The car in front is Vincent, car number 37, and the rating is 1.6.
No, not without a little bit of gaffer tape and some teacup. Right, so JB, his lead was extending, it's now reducing as Jaden Scotton puts out the tractor beam onto him. He's got Jamie Wilson for company, and he should know by now that Jamie's going to just traumatise him the entire race. Stefan, who's been here for years, is going to do
Nice
the
one.
same,
Cheers,
and
man.
Michael and PBG
Good pass.
crapping again. They've not learned anything, Jay.
No, but that's absolutely fine by me, because it just makes for an even more entertaining race.
Absolutely. Right, Casper. This is
Sorry, Stephen.
Stephen, at the moment,
Yeah, you're okay, mate.
with 5 positions gained.
Yeah, I mean, he and Pete Newman have got a big job on.
But Pete's already got himself up to 8th place and is the lead for pros at the moment.
Yeah, he is. And
It's a bit of an awkward angle there, anyway.
This is played
That's what she said.
Wheelhouse as Renee and Casper go at it. An all Honda affair. Well, it was until you
go back to first here, Michael.
Nah, second, mate. When I'm not running wide.
Yeah.
Nice lines through here. Stephen Walker looking to get a real good slingshot manoeuvre out of that corner and get on the back of Ura. He's done it. Those subtle behavioural differences between cars. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That there. He just knows where to position the car, doesn't he?
Absolutely, and part of knowing how to position your car on the exit is the difference between the person you've just passed having that opportunity to pass you.
Yeah.
Conceding the fact that what you've just done to him is just instantly unreplayable.
Yeah.
The exit is clear. Get what you can.
Chris, you're doing really well, mate.
Here's just run out.
I'm trying.
0.2.
He's going to have a go back. He's going to have a look at this because Audi on Honda. Not much. Right, not much. That's fine. Down the inside. Lay on the brakes. Yeah, lay on the brakes. Nice overtake. So that's that. Where are they now?
At the moment, Jamie wasn't able to get Easton done there, but it's, I have a feeling we could be on the prediction now. This could be a Jamie Wilson winner, double win a day.
Really? I mean, Newman's way back in 7th, so there's effort to go out there. Casper moving his way forward ever so slightly ahead of Demis. Is he going to do this? Yes, he is. But no, he's not.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
You alright, mate?
Sorry, Dave.
That was a good slingshot from Casper.
No problem, mate.
Lovely.
I almost shot my plant speed. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's alright, mate.
Wilson car 87 is now in the lead.
I saw it coming.
Eric on the lead.
Jamie decided just to survive and let Jamie go there.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well. We've got good stuff going on back here as well between Stefan and PBG. Stefan's just a good contender.
He's actually making the move back there. I'll let you know how that one goes if he makes that stick.
Yeah. Fleisch is on the chart showing for going Cordy clearly. Renee currently is in 11th place. And Neymar is
E24.
right at the start.
The leader's just done at 158.88.
Or rather, might be.
It's a new Crooker's lap for Walker. 158.78.
Yeah, that's the way.
Gap 2 first. Behind us now. 3.7 seconds. A lap ahead.
Nice look at the inside there, and Jaden might still have a bit of the inside here.
No.
Great move. Great move from Mike.
Yeah, that was very confidently done.
It's been quite a quick dispatch of JB quickly. I don't think JB will make it that easy.
Thanks, Dave.
Sooner if Mike does
No problem.
Jay quicker, then we could have a nice little battle between him and JB. If JB starts to pass for a little bit.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
he's to lose at the moment. So Pete Newman, Castle Snow, Steel Walker, 7th, 8th, 9th, but Person, 3rd in Rover at home, in the 2nd of Ventura, as well as Cars in front, and I was going to say behind as well, but Evans at the moment, back to win against Renee, ready to get into that.
Alright, blue flag here.
Traffic incoming.
Next, 33 minutes of the race.
Spice
Blue
TAP.
flag. Traffic incoming.
Jack Wilson still in the lead. JB second, but he has got
Blue flag.
he's just got through.
flag, be smart.
Traffic incoming. Car left.
Oh, Stefan in. Oh, that's lovely. All controlled though. All controlled. I love it.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, definitely.
Could be.
Oh,
Still in it.
That PDG gone wild. Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time,
He just slammed on his brakes.
Yeah, we did. Oh, Jason straightened it off.
Yeah, I think Jason just
Sorry, Renee.
Big winner. Casper, big winner. No, kinda should have been. Could have been, would have been. Oh, that's a big kick for Stefan. That curve that you told us about on the track intro.
Don't see any damage, at least on you.
That really got Stefan big time. He said to keep away from it. He didn't listen.
Flag. Traffic incoming.
I don't think it was.
Sector 2 is 1.7, off the pace.
Dude, seriously, I accidentally clipped you and you killed me on purpose.
Oh dear. Jason Scott.
Watch out. Yellow flag.
I know it's ridiculous, it's great. Jamie Wilson's kind of checked out, he's got himself, what's going on here? Tony Walker on his recovery drive now, making his way through.
Gap 2, B14. Behind is now 0.35. A lap ahead.
Oh, everybody runs out.
Car right.
It's terrifying, that, isn't it?
Awesome car.
Alright, blue flag here.
Clear.
Demis is getting shuffled out of positions at the minute. And that's only bringing Renee back.
Clear straight.
Clear.
Don't man, Pete.
Horrendous couple of laps in terms of people catching him out.
Yeah, yeah.
On the tracks like this, when someone makes a track shape on this corner, and sometimes it can just be a set of dominoes falling. Wow, this is fantastic.
Carl's pretty much silent. Right, okay, sorry, that's thanks for that.
That might be the Windows update.
It will be the Windows update.
Gap 2, B16. Behind is now 2.4. A lap ahead.
Alright, cool. Tony Rabbit! I'll take any of it. That's brilliant. Oh, here we go. First visit. Europe. What did this lap say? No, 7. Right, okay.
Just run on
Finally.
203.93.
No, actually everybody's, well, maybe, but pretty much everybody's passed up there. Yeah, I reckon next lap maybe for the real early starters. This is just messy. Oh no! Wow, that could have been so much worse. Well done, boys.
I'll keep it up and it will be another turn. They're keeping it. Island right now.
Yeah. Thanks. That's much better. Just me and John on the chat. Thank you. Carl, what are you doing? Oh, Carl. That was all Carl's fault for me. Oh no, it just came worse. Oh,
Blue flag. Traffic incoming.
did, but you kind of made it worse at the same time.
Sorry, JB.
There's 2 power tapping against just now.
No, I think
No problem.
Right, okay, that.
Car right.
Blue flag.
Clear.
Safe.
It's a shit move from you, boy.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Two of the three Audis are. The other Audi is this one. And he is 0.6 of a second ahead of Blackpool as your leader. He is catching. Yeah, quite rapid actually. Yeah. I'll do it. Fancy Hill for you. Whoa! Just mentioned this. He has to reset the car. What happened there? Let's have a quick look at this. No, had a great race week. His race one wasn't brilliant. It was looking good in this one up until.
You've just run up to 3.94.
Balance here. Now.
Gap to E15 behind is now 3.1, a lap ahead.
Thank you, Chris.
No problem.
Well, I was just going to say
D23.
thought processor. That's an Audi in front of me that we're in a Veloster and an Elantra. Do you think they think he's like a late joke or something like that? Or do you think that they seriously consider Jamie to be a threat here to win?
Put the windows open. Cut warning there. Blue flag.
Traffic incoming.
Gap to 15 behind is now with you a lap ahead. It's going to be a little crowded.
Car right. Clear.
Cheers, Pete.
Blue flag, be smart.
Clear.
Car number 112 is now in the race.
right. Clear.
Oh! Yeah, that was almost like he didn't turn the car. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, because he's away, isn't he, really? These two keep going at it.
That's half your tank. Left here. We're hitting from P5. It should come out just in front of you.
Yeah, and to be honest, probably the best time to do so because Michael has three very fast viewers always behind him.
Yeah, he does.
And there's one person next to him. If he gets across the road, that's just going to play him absolutely perfectly into Jamie.
Well,
Newman, car number 58.
I was about to say go down the inside up here, but that was actually better.
kind of unintentional.
What's your quickest lap?
Nah, it's all good. I was going to let you through, I just didn't want him to be close enough.
Looking down the inside again.
I'd say if Michael doesn't do a move here, which is not like we want, he's going to go in this lap to try and counter that.
It's probably going to tear.
What are you doing?
Playing out.
Sector 1 is 1.8 seconds off the pace.
Run, Pete!
We're trying.
We're approaching, well, we're just over the halfway mark of this one.
Gap 2, P10, behind
No,
now,
which is on this.
4.7, a lap ahead.
Yeah, he would.
Cheers, mate.
We're inside, Pete, yeah.
Yeah, going to.
Sector 2 is 5 off the pace.
I was thinking about fuel.
Okay, halfway done. Estimated to about 5 laps of fuel. Alright, blue flag here.
Traffic incoming. Car right. Clear.
But interestingly, Steve Walker out ahead of
Car right. Clear.
Blue flag.
Yeah. Unless Steve was able to just do like a backdoor fuel saving, or he's having a fuel saving now in order to achieve that.
Yeah, it could be a short pit stop.
on Dale, 15th.
Cheers, Kat.
Yeah, no, you were absolutely good and tight on the first one. So their pit time was 10 seconds.
What are you doing, Pete?
Main time was 43.0.
Keep going.
The main time is, the running time is 37.
Hitting from position 6. It should come out just ahead of you. Gap 10. Heinz now 4.3. A lap ahead. The track's heating up. It's now 77 degrees.
How much sticking in?
I was going to say...
14 litres.
Okay, got one coming out of the pit.
Yeah.
4 laps of fuel left. 4 laps.
Work out. That's close. That's very close.
15 minutes left.
No, he's staying with it.
We are running out of fuel.
Coming up on your feet.
Blue flag. Traffic incoming. Car left.
Cheers, love.
Thank you, okay, Matt.
So, Michael has put in the car, but Pete Newman is not. René Earhart is currently running second, but Pete Newman is stopping at the lap point at the moment.
3 laps of fuel. Sector 3 is 4.0 off the pace.
Car right. Clear.
Blue flag.
Oh, I braked about 2 days late there.
Car right. Clear.
Gap 11. Behind is now 3.3. A lap ahead.
You
2 laps of fuel left.
I think he could catch up with Stephen here though.
Dixon has gone to pit road. The last car to pit.
Taking a go. Thank you.
Car right.
Brilliant.
Clear.
Is his target.
So he's very close with David and David both first Chris.
Really?
30 laps now.
Oh yeah.
Blue flag.
That is very close.
Car right.
And David is still
Go through.
Clear.
so far this season. If he can keep doing well behind, if he can keep doing that, then carry exciting.
Blue flag.
Thanks, Fiona.
Coming.
Yeah, led by Audis, which is remarkable.
Blue flag, be smart.
Continues to lead the Pro-Ams at the moment over Michael Waller. You can see him right on his 6th, and Muir Larkin, who is another 7 seconds behind John 3.
Car
10
right.
minutes left. Don't worry about the lap time.
Clear.
Just do what you need to. Hit your mark.
And then obviously Steve Walker, you really catch that line out for the top 3 spots in the Pro, which are the top 3 spots in the race as well.
Yeah, he is getting closer and closer, gaining 3.
You got 1 gallon left here.
Next turn goes in, just about to get the lead at the second. Like that's the last turn. The slipstream for TCR's 5 about 0.8 points.
Yeah, it's been way more than that.
Yeah, it used to be a lot shorter as well, and over the years it has slowly deteriorated a bit, but it's still getting enough to shape the race. Keep
Though for a moment I see damage on Michael's car, but it's not shadow.
The pit speed limit is 37 miles per hour. Put enough fuel in to get you to the end of the race. 300 feet. 100 feet.
we have seen already this race.
Left front, 83%. Rear left, 95.
Is only 1 second behind the Pete Newman fighting his way in that segment.
Yeah, Pete Newman's hunting him down now.
Pete does have the advantage of in this part of the curves. He is
The exit's clear. Push while you can.
Yeah, sorry Jada, I misjudged that one.
see that gap stretch out a little bit more. Tony Moyes is actually two places up where he started now. So really good recovery.
Remarkable, really. He was absolutely last of all. He's got Jaden Scott to dispatch if he can do. Jaden's no slouch. My behaviours are rubbing off on you. Excellent. You don't. Nobody wants that. Yeah, these two really thrashing it out. They're some way away from the top of their class at the moment. But when you consider what happened, it's understandable.
Yeah, it was a serious ground play from James Dawson on straight to finish Liverpool now. That's going to be the last now. There's a battle on the screen right now. The voices battle
Right to the white line.
Renee's really quick, isn't he?
Oh, wow.
Who?
Renee.
Yeah, he is, yeah, rapid.
He's pro as well, isn't he?
5 minutes left. Yeah, he is, yeah.
We are running out of fuel.
I saw what you did back there to Stefan.
You read that.
Still up to the
How was that a 4?
Oh, come on, go on.
That was probably that, well done.
How was that a 4X between us?
Did you have 4X, was it?
Good.
Yeah, well, we just barely touched going around that last corner.
All of these things. They're going to enjoy themselves.
Net code, probably.
You lose someone on track.
Paul's feisty tonight. Jesus.
On this one, not so much.
Say that again.
Paul's feisty tonight.
Is he?
He's flinging it up the inside and then just battering into you. Yeah, he's quite feisty tonight.
It is now. We're having it.
We're battling though.
Yeah, too right. Have you seen the chat? You're
White flag.
Devastating. He was having a
That's
great
me again.
race as well. Doesn't happen when you're having a rubbish race, does it? Never happens when you're having a rubbish race. Okay, Paul Hurley, Chris Dixon, Ding Dong, Paul, here and out. This means something. This is a podium. This Homestead. But still a podium.
Well, going to 2.5 for this race didn't really work out as intended.
That's a breaking point.
Yeah.
flag is out.
My word, yeah. And look at Jason. Jason's joining the party too.
Yep.
You know, keep an eye on Steve walking because he's about to take
Red flag, 1-1.
Yep, 10 seconds left, and this will be the final. 1 minute, second lap of the race. Steve Walker. Can you just give a little bit to the end? This is amazing.
This is what we turn up week in, week out. JB is going to get away with this one, I think. He's doing a good job here. Oh, maybe not.
Steve Walker hits the last. Steve Walker's going to be getting the win.
Yeah, there we go. Steve Walker.
That was accidental, JB, sorry.
You got 1 gallon left.
That's going to be Newen over the line. Casper Smirnoff over the line, and then
So was that, fuck's sake.
in the end.
I don't get it, Tony.
Nice chance. Nice chance, alright.
Mr. Newman, second place. Well done, Casper. What Michael fourth? Sweet.
No, that was a good job. It was a good try, and then moved that with 4X on us as well. And then, Corey, don't get it.
Yeah, kind of cocked up a little bit of a opportunity to get a gap.
I was a bit behind the contact, but... yeah, just like that.
Two wing in the first race.
No, you're fine.
Five
That's
in
good.
this.
I felt nothing. There was no damage, but it was a 4X.
All early. That was over the race. This time round.
Wide load.
Drop kick, Chris Dixon.
I knew it would hinder me in like the first half. I was hoping it might help in the second, but it didn't.
Still a good result, mate.
Yeah.
Good race, Chris. Good race.
Yeah, good race and Paul. Sorry about the first race. I had damage or something going into turn 1, that's why I couldn't control it.
Good on Dave, 15th.
That's not bad from 24th, is it?
Yeah, it's good, mate. Good.
Yeah, you put me in the pit.
Stephen Walker went from 17th to 1st.
Check the flags out.
Yeah, you got me in the pits, David.
What's your excuse, Dave?
Did I? I had a cup of tea while I was in the pits.
You're not as old as me. How do you know?
You had a good battle with Dan there the last few laps, didn't you?
Yeah, and I managed to
hold him off.
I managed to hold Dan off, and I overtook Deep is it? On track as well.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
it's shown that you're in front of him. You're behind him on this.
Yeah, after he came out and done his pit stop, he was in front of me again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sweet.
Great race.
Anyway, he doesn't really.
No, it's not a bad load of, so what did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you know what? Sometimes I think
five result in the top 10.
a smaller grid.
Hey, I was third at one point. I was over the moon with that.
You get some great racing in there.
And then
Only them two.
pitted.
Well, if only them two would have pitted a lap before, I could have led a lap.
Delivered us such brilliance. It really is, and it's still a big grid, isn't it?
Anthony Hill was a bit physical tonight as well.
There was... Someone see the session.
Yep.
Can you have a look at my lap 7?
Stephen
Please.
Walker brought home
In the feature.
We saw it there.
In the feature.
Racing with Pete Newman second over the line.
It's a massive NASCAR, but still. He did... I don't know why he just...
Racing School gets podium finish in third.
What, the first corner?
Racing from all
No.
and then the plaudits continue. Michael Hall gets
This was with that Stefan Goebel.
Result X Pure Sims. Great night for Result X.
No, I got caught up on that. I lost bloody 3 positions on that.
He kind of turned over on me, I was inside.
So what corner?
The opportunity
Yeah.
for people to shine through, and
I mean,
glad it's them.
you had a little bit of a wheel on him the whole time.
By the horns and stormed their way up there. So awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
the left-hander before it, he knew you were there.
Yeah. So he made it a bit too tight. He should just stayed left and then...
Yeah. And you made the apex as well afterwards. I don't know.
Yeah.
And there's a shitload of netcode.
Yeah.
Carl Hardy finished in 8th place for Safeguard. JB DJ, 9th place for bstv. Tony Walker, T.
Second week in a row I have good results, but shitty driving.
I did the same overtake on Jamie Wilson on the final, on the first race.
If Steve hadn't moved forward in that first race, it would have been brilliant for me, but he did. I was probably damaged initially from going into the back of you, but then Steve moved forward, trying to get out of the situation, and boss.
Steven was very damaged.
Finished top of the class in 15th place for Safeguard with Dan.
Yeah, well done, Pete.
16th for Blade Design SRL. Paul Hurley, 17th for Blade Design Sim Racer. And then Chris Dixon in 18th for Work Guard by result. 19th was Demis Titular for Hydra Race. Racing Forces, Andy Littler, 20th for Work Guard. Dale Bennison was 21st with Fiona Siddons.
Yeah, definitely went wrong in that one, didn't it?
And then Euro Larkinen with a massive disconnect. Anthony Hilton, who got crashed into. And Jamie Jeffrey, who did not start.
Thanks for getting out of my way a few times there, Fiona, that helped.
I was just going to say the same sentence that Alan's put in there. What an evening for the Walker family, and what a fantastic night's racing, Jay. That was
on the first lap,
just exciting right from the start, really. And so it was really clean. I know that there was a couple of crashes along the way, but it's TCRs, right?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, that second race was hard, man.
To be expected, but just like you said, it's. Even with the slightly smaller grid this season, I feel that's actually worked even more in our favour.
Everyone so close together. It's a long time, so I pitted early, like one lap early. I thought that I could just wing it till the end.
Steven, shoot me in the fucking head, please. Shoot me in the fucking head.
Some sort of battle or some battle.
I'm so done. Like second week in a row, I don't want to attack Steven. I touch him, and his race is going to shit. Like I'm so done with this.
Can I ask you a question? I'm not being a dick or anything. I'm literally just a genuine question. Okay. When you are behind that close to somebody and you're approaching the braking zone, what do you do?
Brake early.
Have you considered? I mean, you might do it because I used to have this problem on Forza, and I'd let off the accelerator, then you'd have to brake as heavy and hard. Plus, you've got more reaction time to the guys in front.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Like, I just don't know what to say. I braked early and somehow I'm just done with this shit.
Just be more careful. You need to learn.
Doesn't matter. It's done. It's over with. Don't give it a second thought.
I know I should be more careful, but
some people don't apologise, Casper, so I appreciate the apology. That's it. I don't want to talk about it.
I even didn't want to fight you in second race. Like, I saw you are going to overtake, like, just go. I don't want to attack you. I don't want to risk another incident, like, go.
No, it's all good.
Because why should we not?
I'm so mad at myself.
Still on the background.
Yeah. Tony Walker, good evening.
Bollocks, my OBS was sent to the wrong scene.
Well done.
So I haven't got my recordings of that one, which is a shame because that was fucking amazing.
What, of any of it?
Well, I've got it without any sound and no overlays. So.
Well, yeah, you had a good race, well done, mate. The Audi was quick.
I'm exhausted, that was absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I bloody love this track, so good.
Easy to come by until your brother and Pete Newman.
Yeah, I really like it also.
The chicane helped it as well.
Do you know what? Yeah, I agree with you. At first I was like, what is this? But actually it adds a whole nother level, and it means it's a bit of a nicer overtake into the first corner if you do get a run on someone.
Yeah, good switchback opportunity.
I was about to say the switchback's on as well, so
especially
yeah.
if I was coming out the pits, I probably made Casper shit himself. I was like yeet around the outside.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We get forgiven.
It's good fun.
But is that worse? Is that worse? I was brought up Roman Catholic. No man. But yeah. Sorry, it's still in your thunder, Tony. Talk us through race one.
When I did practice, I was P4. I was like, oh, I've got some pace then. I
my target with these guys is just top 10 and try and stay clean and have a good race and battle whoever I'm battling with. And then after quali, I was P4 quali. I thought, oh sweet. So I thought, try and get the guys behind me, sit happy fourth. But then Casper did Casper things, and then Pete, they all crashed into each other. And I'm just like, what the hell? I didn't know where to go left, didn't know where to go right. Picked the right way, and then Pete pulls off into the pits. I'm like, what? I'm winning. What's going on here? And then yeah.
Balls, eh?
It's just really unlucky. But, hey, I got lucky, and then I lost all the luck in the second race, so I suppose it balanced out nicely.
Right, okay. Well, Casper kind of just outbraked himself, I think. I think he chose the wrong braking marker by the look of it, and got into the back of Stephen, I think, first, or Pete. One of those two.
Yeah, Stephen first, and then Pete sort of had a couple of hits on, accidental hits, of course, from Stephen.
Yeah. So, you know, all played into your favour there. Good result, points for result. A team shouldn't be called result, right? Because the result is the result, as well as the result being the team. Really annoying.
Your brother did alright in race 1, didn't he? Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, he had, it took him a while, but he found some pace. The setup that we had this week, I mean, I'll be honest, it's exactly the same as last week. I'd changed nothing out of the box. It just, the front of the car just felt incredible, so I just went with it. Didn't need to change anything, and yeah, he could get the hang of it. I had to do a bit of coaching with him on a few corners. I was like, you can carry loads more speed through that corner, like, don't be scared of it, and yeah, it was good. I mean, this track, we both really like it. When you like a track, you don't mind doing, you know, a few extra laps here and there, do you? So
yeah.
Yeah, it was a good result overall.
How well were your sort of tyres hanging on? Because that was my main struggle towards the end of both races. My left
the Honda's tyres, I found when I was driving the Veloster last season, I found that no matter what camber I had, I always felt like the Honda just had better tyres at the end of the race. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but here it felt, yeah, it was slower because that's the nature of these tyres now, but ultimately I think my last lap was a 0.2 slower than my fastest lap. So when I didn't mess up, I still felt like the car was quicker than the people behind overall over the course of a lap.
Put it into perspective, it's really nice.
Yeah, like they felt worn, don't get me wrong, and hot, but I did feel like there was still grip there where it should be. Like I could still push it through the fast stuff, if that makes sense.
It was that last really long corner that was just really giving me jip towards the end of the race.
Yeah, the Audi, I remember it would always do that. There, I'm sure I've raced it on this track as well.
I was trying
actually
to kind of manage it when I got the lead in that second race. I was just trying to kind of manage it, but it just sort of changed how I was driving, and then I just kept making like little micro mistakes everywhere, and like, what the fuck am I doing? I forgot how to drive.
Yeah, you just become more conscious of it. There was a little gully at the
and like we both
on the curb. Yeah, if you hooked it into there, it really pulled you around, and you could be on the accelerator sooner. Whether it was quicker or not, I don't know. It just felt better.
And also, it yanked the wheel out.
Yeah, neither could I. I had the same. Yeah, I had the same issue. I think I accidentally found it in practice, and then I was like, oh, how do I do this every lap? And I just couldn't without maybe letting off the accelerator too much to find it, kind of thing, and trying to get the right turning point for it. It was a bit hectic, but fun.
Thanks, Jay.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely right.
The thing I enjoyed the most about that first chicane is that there are some other examples, but I can't think of them, but it's something I've commented on before, where you're aiming for a point kind of behind the curb, if that makes sense. Not literally behind it, but the apex is at the end of like the sausage curb.
Yeah.
And so you're sort of you're going sort of overturning, and that's not the right phrase, but you're aiming for a point that's beyond the corner as your sort of apex, and that's quite technically interesting.
And obviously I won the first race, so I know that
almost like a rally.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
We're deflated because
like on snow or something where you don't apex the corner. You sort of aim for where you want to be.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
sort of 3/4 of the way round, not in the middle.
Yeah. Agreed.
Could be easily kept with Casper and Pete Newman. You might not have done your brother, but you know.
And when you get it just right, you could carry quite a much speed. The second part,
up in that top.
it felt really good when you got it right, and then it was just open the second part completely. You could just hit the throttle and go almost.
Yeah, and different drivers have different solutions for that as well, because how much you would sacrifice like one part of it to get a better run through the next part differs between different drivers.
Even a victory, maybe.
And sometimes you were forced into doing it differently, and it would pay. You'd compromise the first bit, but then get the payback at the second bit.
I think on this track I have totally different lines to everyone else.
I mean,
like, I was going tight in places where everyone was going wide, and the other way around. I was not going over curbs on braking in turn 1 and turn
that we're not racing
6.
that next week. So
I think.
Quite a few people would agree with that.
And everyone else was going over them, so I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't brake on that. It's just unstable the car too much, I felt.
Everyone better get their practice in on that one.
Yeah,
The best example is turn 1. Steven was going right wheels on the curb, and I was not even touching the curb with left wheels. So
this should be a really good week.
we had similar times.
Yeah, it helped me find my turning point, and I could brake a tiny little bit later because I wanted to brake in a straight line as long as possible. It just made the entry a bit wider, so I felt like I was carrying more speed. Whether I was or not, I don't know, but it was good.
And we speak to your brother.
You guys for putting on as much as we miss Alan. Oh, that lot Jay's doing a really good job, and so did Roger the first round, to be fair. So thanks for you boys, thanks for my brother, thanks for my team, Carl.
A couple of corners here, a bit like
pushing me,
Sepang, where there's like every F1 driver when they did the Legend Grand Prix had different lines in that set of corners.
T, as we know him, but Tony Walker.
Yeah, it's good though. That's what makes it racing.
His brother's underpants, obviously, washed in Purcell on a 90-minute.
Racing in wet on this track is so good. Like officials are very good.
Cheers, boys.
Oh, he's flushed himself.
Yesterday I had fun one with Steven.
He's actually done it himself. Right, next up is his brother, the luckiest Wookiee in Wookiedom. Christened them a little while ago, but we felt we'd alienated an entire religion. Stephen Walker, good evening.
Hola.
Hola, amigo. Hey. Right, okay. So, where are we? We are in race 1. Let's talk about race 1. You were doing a great job, minding your own business. Probably learning a foreign language like the Stig when he's racing. But then you kind of got a bit of Casper, and so did Pete, and so did Casper. But you two came off the worst and ended up back down the field having to recovery drive, which you both did very well. Talk us through how your view of all of that business.
Yeah, my pace and the setup doesn't come in until like lap 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them, pick it, whichever one you want. So I was just kind of hoping I could keep the gap. I think it was like half a second, but I was like with the toe down the front straight. I just needed to be careful, and then eventually I should have just been able to manage the gap. That was the theory and that was the plan. Obviously, whether it would have happened like that, you'll never know. But like I braked at my normal point for that corner, the same as I did the lap before, and there was 0.4 of a second as the gap to the car behind, and we've spoken about it. It's done. He's apologised. That's all that matters. But the hits, I think I got 3 hits between him and Pete, and that gave me a meatball. Pete obviously must have gotten a meatball as well because he had to pit. Yeah. And then, I was just trying to I was like, can I get to the 15th position? I even so basically, I think it was with 2 laps to go in the race across the line, and I was like, I'd only just because I've been driving angry. I was so busy concentrating on just trying to hit the lap times or just try and catch the car in front. Like I didn't care about anything else. I was like, go, go, go. That I realised I was 0.2 litres short of the 2 full laps.
Oh wow!
So for the last lap, and I don't even know how. Like my calculation had been right, but I don't know how that occurred. I think I was just 1 litre short, obviously, in the setup, but so I just had to let off massively and that let Pete go. Luckily, there wasn't many more people behind us, or the gap was quite large, so I only lost that 1 position. And I thought, well, it doesn't really. If I'd been first and I'd had to do that, obviously I would have been annoyed, but
yeah,
it kind of worked out. And then race 2, I was just like, just stay out of trouble for the first couple of corners and then see what we can do.
You had a friend though, didn't you? Pete Newman, he didn't leave you alone for 2 races.
No, I was fed of seeing the front and the back of that Elantra. Luckily, it's a really nice paint or livery, whatever you want to call it. So,
to be fair.
Yeah. And, I've raced
Jay knows
Pete.
it very well.
Yeah, I've raced Pete a long time now, and he's always good fun to race with. Like I was following through, and I made a bit of a optimistic move. I think around the outside of Kasper and Stefan.
Yeah, we saw that.
That was a good battle at the end there, Chris. They showed about 2 seconds of it.
I tend to drive a bit better.
Sorry, Paul, what was that?
There was a good battle me and you were having then at the end, and they showed all about 2 seconds
when
of it.
I could save fuel, I would, but when I needed to...
Yeah, it's always the same, isn't it?
And Kasper making their way through.
Sorry about first race.
I don't even know, it was really weird. It was a weird way to lose it. The car just speared right. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, well, I think, when you come out of, I think it was about 10-4 something, you just touched my back end. I think it broke something on the back, and then when we come together again, it made it worse. I went for the brakes on that car, I went for the brakes before you, if you watch the replay, and it just went off to the right, and I couldn't do anything.
That was all 0x though, wasn't it?
I could have put in 2 litres.
Yeah, that was just us battling, it wasn't anything in it. Well, that's the only thing I can think of, because the way it reacted, it just shot me to the right, and I just had no control. I was full on the brakes.
And it just gave you a little bump on the when I did overtake it, but I thought it was just door stuff in you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there was nothing in that. It was just good battling. It's just unfortunate that I tried to avoid. I tried to aim for the gap, but I just clipped the back of David, and because I hit him, you were straight in the side of me.
Oh, there's nothing I could do. Just you.
Yeah, I knew when you hit me, there was nothing you could do. It was on me, really. But
the only thing that helped me was I drove it back to the pits rather than turning.
Yeah, I drove it back, but I couldn't. It was horrendous.
I didn't change anything setup-wise from last week to this week.
It was quicker to drive it back than it would have been to reset.
It just kind of worked, and obviously my brother had a really good
yeah, it was one of them.
First race.
I just had no control over it at all.
Car was good, yeah.
Don't know what happened.
Good fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it's one of those. There's quite a few crashes in that race actually.
He said he was wearing your underpants, but he'd washed
all down the field.
Yeah, there was quite a few. I enjoyed the second race because I was in third at one point.
For the lucky bit.
Yeah, Pete and but I cocked the pit exit out. I come out and I couldn't turn my pit limiter off. I didn't get it off till after turn 2.
Yeah, you're very impressed.
I just lost loads of time. Otherwise,
all I thought in the end was just pit early. So it's less time in the pit for fuel. You just have to suffer carrying a bit more fuel, and it kind of works out in the end. But
yeah, it's just always a nice little power.
I think originally it was saying to me put 17 litres in, and I put 14 in, and I still had 2 litres left at the end. But I was fuel saving a little bit. So when
it always overfuels. It always overfuels. You need to turn that +1 level.
Yeah.
I'm guessing race 1 was utterly frustrating.
Yeah, well, it was telling me to put 17 in originally.
These races go.
Ain't no chance.
Where do more people
I was annoyed though, because if you look at the timing tower on the replay, you can see mine and your names just constantly keep swapping, and they just watch Casper drive around and down.
Yeah, I haven't. I've just put the stream on to have a look, but I was going to say they showed when I wiped you out on turn 1.
I wonder if they just show it if you go and interview at the end, because they put up your card, don't they?
Yeah, they might do.
Sweep through those curves over the top of the hill and then down. Sweeping right-hander. We're not going to get that next week.
A lot of incidents as well.
How'd you go there? Is it good?
Incident points.
Yeah, I think you'll have got the podium now. You'll have got the third right at the end.
I haven't.
I think I did in the second race, but in the first race, Andy and Fee finished in front of me as well.
Is it 4 corners, Jay, and then you suddenly turn right?
Yeah, they'll have been on the podium. I don't know where Dan was in the first race.
Is it the new track?
I think you won, mate.
Yeah,
he will have done because he was well gone.
So you get the 2
bank corners.
I don't think. I don't know.
Well, they need to kill Dex, but they didn't see him coming and avoided it.
And the long sweeping right-hander towards the end of that.
Yeah, when I don't know what happened in the second race, but when Dex caught me up out, I just down the front, down the straight into turn 1, I just pass on the right, and I backed off, let him go, and then tried to follow him.
Mr. Hilton was causing some fucking mayhem.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a bit aggressive.
Oh, really? Right.
Yeah, I think Zolder's a much better track. But I don't know. I'll have to
see my first
laps on that version of it then. Anyway, so we'll have to go and see.
But when he did.
No.
Yep, that's similar.
Fair enough.
I kind of think if you do that, you shouldn't get any points.
Obviously, you guys.
Yeah.
Putting on
I agree. You should have to finish.
Should be running to finish, no matter.
Appreciate all the time and effort that you both put.
You should have to take the checker flag.
The grids.
If you could do it the other way and say you've got to do 75% of the race, but
at least that.
But I think if you take the flag, because if you have an incident, especially in the second race, if you have an incident after you've pitted and you've used your fast repair and you've got a 5-minute wait,
Carl for putting up
if you go in and wait and come out and take the flag, I think that's fair.
Thanks to everyone. Good racing. Especially,
but you're only going to get minimum points anyway. But
good shout outs.
Yeah, but
look forward to seeing you this time next
if you've got a 0-point drop round, then points will all add up, won't they?
Stephen, Lucky, Wookie.
So they could count at the end.
Cheers, guys. Thank you. Right, I'm off. See you later, guys. Autumn.
See you next week.
So we'll try and tick these off as quick as we can. Welcome to the booth, Casper Smirnoff. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you need to head up. Also, it's getting way late here.
We can break this one of 2 ways.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
2 podium finishes.
He definitely needs to slow down like that lap we slowed him down. See.
Race 1.
I want to talk about
Yeah, well, I did the same and slowed him down a little bit. And then I thought, I'm not hitting him, I'm not crashing into him, but I'll stop him getting past me if I can. And then when he got you, he spun you out, didn't he? You put him on the grass and the next thing you just shot off. Yeah, it was good fun.
I didn't want to attack him.
It was a fun race.
Wouldn't do anything like that in a race, but in practice.
Yeah, well, he saw the funny side, I think, because Carl said something after, didn't he?
One-to-one situation. Hairpin, I braked early, and
race too.
even though somehow still tapped in and
pushed off
cost
the track
us ways to go to.
Because other than that, I only had
London
3
Rain.
meatballs.
Well,
3 1X's of my own.
I do get your sentiment. There wasn't much in it.
Yeah, race 2 I had none, race 1 I had 5 and they were all on that first corner.
Missed a breaking point by
I got 4 for hitting David and then 1 for going off the track.
We've seen
these went straight on.
Before. We've seen how people get down.
I didn't get any for you hit me, Paul. I don't know if you got any.
No, they was all 0x as well.
Yeah. It is, right?
I've got 4x when I drove into you after they did it straight, but that was always going to happen.
I didn't get anything for that.
Yeah.
No.
It's the only thing that you're thinking about.
I got.
Especially when you see that person goes into
got
the
damage
pit
off them zero
disconnects,
X's.
but you've
With
got
the
to
I've had a
and
meatball off a zero X before.
if you're not
Yeah, well, just the way it reacted going. I mean,
carry on driving.
I couldn't turn the corner. The last corner was struggling, and like Paul obviously got the run on me. But I sat, like, dropped in the slipstream and then pulled out, broke before him, and then it just went haywire. I don't know what, it just went to the right, then that was it.
Really good, solid.
Yeah, and I just had no control, so I think there was something broke on the back for it to do what it did.
Where I was catching you, Chris, was I was catching you on the brakes.
Yeah.
I was slamming those fucking brakes and just.
Well, I've got a problem at the minute because my rig moves when I brake, so I've got inconsistent braking. I've ordered a new rig, which is sat right next to me at the minute, but I just don't have time to transfer everything over. But I'm hoping that'll help with the brakes, so it might give us like half a second again.
I've finally ordered a new PCs coming on Saturday.
Right. I need to sort mine. My son's filled it full of crap.
Well, I wanted to get it just before the text into the text unit, so I thought I could put that fucking through. It's a computer and it's instance.
Yeah.
I ordered it just before, and now I can put that through to my account. So.
Yeah, why not? Mine went through.
Yeah, my brother's getting my old one, so.
But yeah, well, you can write them off, can't you? Because you can actually, if you can get an invoice off someone, you can get someone to put something in for recycling them. Yeah, because they're if you're putting it through a company and it's got any company data or anything on, you're supposed to make sure it's white and everything.
Alright.
Well,
I haven't put a tax return in yet, so. But, yeah, I've called it a 5070 Ti and a fucking Ryzen 7 9800 X3D or whatever it is.
Means fuck all to me.
It means it should last for the next 3 or 4 years at least without internal graphics down.
I don't even know what's in mine. All I know is it was nearly $3,000.
I never raced R Factor 1.
There is a way to tell. If you go on, you have to go to Windows System About or something like that, and it'll tell you what it is.
And the games in inverted commas before that. But
was it 3070 or 3080 or something?
Good history and pedigree then. Did you race R Factor?
Don't have a clue.
How long ago did you buy it?
It's only about 2-year-old.
I never
it's probably some kind of, I'd imagine
about
F0.
There we go.
Yeah, but this one was causing me problems. So I did a race the other day, and it was about 8 minutes from the end, and an official, it just fucking CPU just sent me back to the pits.
PlayStation 2.
And the endurance, it was fucking stuttering. It's just time change.
iRacing actually,
right?
And never looked back. I've raced
an i7.
I still do every now and then.
I don't know, Intel Core i7 CPU 3.8 gig.
Problems with braking in a way that
yeah, mine was a fucking old Verizon 5 thing. It's just I think since the update, it's too much for it.
On the F.
Well, mine I've got 2.73 gigabytes of storage, and it's full.
Like
my son's filled it.
They do whatever he plays.
They do.
I don't know what he's filled it with, so I need to have a look and.
You're picking your points out, like braking points or turning points,
and sort it out.
And they stick with you for
probably
years.
Stuff you don't want.
Yeah, it will be. The other thing I need to do as well, really, is get my what's it called, goggles thing, or working.
Well, you
something that you're
VR.
Yeah, I've got I bought it. Well, the new VR that's out.
No, it's the small one. It's
whatever it is.
Right halfway through. But it's still got
great track. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice.
I bought it and used it twice. It made me feel sick, and then I've never gone back to it.
Magda, I'm guessing still.
I've used it before. I don't like it.
To be honest, I used it. The first time I used it was absolutely spot on, and it wasn't until we went to a certain track where there was two. Like I don't know, I can't remember which track it was, but the one in Holland, I think, where that tight bend is. Yeah, and every time I went round that, it made me feel sick. So I had to just go back to the monitors.
That's okay.
I have nothing more to say.
I just hope to.
You've got peripheral vision. With VR, you have to. It looks so real, but you've not got the peripheral vision. And that's what,
yeah, true. You've got to actually look, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
And we very much hope that
and it's quite texted on the system. Everything miles ahead is a blur, but on the screen it's quite clear.
Exactly the sort of character that we know,
right.
that we like.
I don't know,
some things. Like you can see you get your breaking points, but it's really good in open withers.
And sees where they can develop. And that's what
I
this is all
suppose
about.
you can see more.
Great having you with us.
Oh, you can see what the suspension's doing.
And we will see you this time next week. Casper Smirnoff.
See you guys.
See you, Casper.
See you, mate.
Cool. Right. Next up, we'll bring in Jamie, shall we, Jay? You've raced with him, door to
Jamie
door,
Wilson's in there.
season after season. Jamie Wilson, good evening.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Jay.
Yeah, David Ayres before giving the second race.
In the, upper echelons of the
he did well.
He's done extraordinarily well throughout tonight.
Indeed. I thought it was a little bit of an Audi track, to be honest.
He was 8th. Second race.
Yeah, a little bit. I think he did well in the first race, but I didn't take it back.
Is it the return
I was having a good fight with him at the start.
Or is this just something that Jamie Wilson does?
I was trying to throw something on you.
The Bop's always been getting.
You can you can chuck it into the. If you get a room, you the door, you can actually throw it off into the apex.
Drive that thing.
Yeah, the track's wide, isn't it? So
yeah, so you can try that. You know, if you get in there under braking, it's not just dive like as they're turning in. You can actually chuck one in there.
Battle with Michael Hall,
and PVG as well. Race 1 and
but then you were getting better drive out. That's what was happening.
Great to watch.
Yeah, that was it.
Evening.
I'd get the better drive out, and we'd be alongside for a bit. But at the end, I don't know what happened. I think my tyres were fucked because.
I'll tell you what it was that last. Where was it? It's the corner you brake. It's like a tight right, and then you're going up the hill. I just broke a lot earlier, but it turned in and got to drive out of that one, and then I managed to get alongside you on the braking then.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go there. You did it the lap before, but I broke a little bit earlier and carried my speed. And
that reminded me very much of the V8s.
Gonna go there, once you got me, that was it.
I had to try.
The new V8.
Had to give it a little.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest,
physically,
last season I wouldn't have battled with you. I'd have let you go and followed you. But now
you're a lot close. We're a lot closer on pace this season.
Yeah.
Split up. I haven't. Like Dan Lewis, I was close to the pace with him last season. He's really split up.
Yeah, he hasn't half. He's gone, hasn't he? But
yeah, I don't know what he's done. But me and him were the same speed, and now he's fast.
Yeah, I think it's just practice and more time in the sim. Because
he pretty much only drives that car.
Yeah.
Well,
I only drive this.
I do other things as well, but
I don't get time. I'm with the kids and dancing and God knows.
Stressful.
We just found something that works, you know.
The Team Chimera sponsor.
Yeah, he's doing well. They keep saying bumping up to pro-ams, but I don't think that's fair. After letting fucking Hilton do.
No, I said it last week. Let him win. He was third. He was second last season, and it's his season this season. It's his to win or lose.
Only Hilton won, and then they let him stay in the same division, and he won again. So why should they bump him up?
Yeah.
David won it, didn't he?
David asked to stay because there's no way he was quick enough. He was right. So he said,
only Hilton is fast enough to go up and try and progress.
Oh yeah, of course he is.
Stop throwing their cars at me, either backwards into me or backwards
sim
forwards.
races
Then
when we did it
that'll happen a bit less.
I won the I knew it wasn't fast enough to go up to the next one.
Some cars, Michael Hall's car must be burnt into your screens at the minute or something like that.
It was more Pete Van Gogh.
Yeah, well, you should try and progress. If you win, definitely go up, I think.
If he
I don't think you should get the choice.
We'll go over both sides of the track.
And if you lose, you should go back down.
One of those caution wide
like football
on the back of it.
I'll be honest, I have driven it, I've done races, and yeah, that actually happens. You do end up.
If you was in another league like next gen, a lot of accidents would be protested, and they pull them all apart, and you get penalties and stuff.
Yeah.
Immense.
It's free. No one really complains too much, you know, and it's
just
ridiculous.
Like his car on a different scale. It probably looks like it does like Phillip Island if you take the long pit exit out. Like the car just takes up the whole width of the thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, and it was a bit of there was a.
I think on here the way we're doing it, and like if you do know it's genuinely your fault and you pull over and let them back past, I think pretty fair, isn't it?
Well, it was Dan Lewis who actually hit Anthony Hilton in the end, but what he done is he slowed down to wait for him, and he just pulled over and quit. So there's nothing more he could do.
It's intimidating having a pure Sims car behind you.
And that was the fair thing to do, but if he quits, what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, you can't. If someone's quit, you just carry on, don't you?
Themselves on the inside pit wall.
Like rage quit,
yeah,
isn't it?
That didn't happen too much, actually, did it?
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Jamie, why is that? Sorry.
Yeah,
Jamie,
with me, if something happens, you just go to the pits, carry on, finish the race, take the track.
Yeah, I always keep going.
Over and over
Jamie on the brain.
It's paid the money, isn't it? Just keep driving. Practicing.
Jason Wilson, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, at the end of the day, on the track practicing.
Ruin any
So,
name.
as long as you don't go out there and cause havoc for the leaders or something like that, then there's no problem, is there?
Stephen Walker got taken out as well, didn't he, for first race of
around them, or only really one car to be fighting up against. People
I heard him complaining. I don't know who did it.
Race, on the pit exits, being given quite a lot of room with each other. It just depends on
I'm not sure what
lines you take on that chicane. That turn forward.
Yeah,
that's when
hit twice in the first lap of the first race, but lucky enough, not hard, so I don't feel very much damage.
That one as well.
My deck got spun around big time.
With PVG and Michael as well.
So did Dan Lewis.
The chicane bit was done.
Yeah, I noticed Dan had dropped back.
By both two cars of the same team spun both of them in the same team.
But a really fun one to watch as well.
The chicane added an awful.
Yeah, well, it's normally pretty alright with us because we just spin each other out results, don't we?
Many other cars, this like the Clio, that kind of thing. Yeah, fine. But
well, I didn't reverse into you at all today, so that was a bonus.
The thing I was saying in the waiting room, the thing that I find quite intriguing, quite satisfying about that
you got a penalty.
is that
if you crashed into
the point at which you apex is
we always just say
kind of
teammate
beyond
penalty.
the sausage cut. You're sort of aiming for a point behind.
Yeah, well, that can be. Depends how close you are in the league, and you can have an inter-team battle.
Because then you compromise the next one, but to a different amount depending
Hamilton and Alonso
and that kind of thing. So, I mean, you say people had space in the pit exit. It's not around me they didn't, because I was there.
Overall, I enjoyed it.
I was just slinging it, trying to figure out how to switch back and then switch back again, and then switch back again, and so on, all the way round. My biggest problem, I think, is the fact that I was
chance
just
of winning whatever class championship you're in.
Really leaning on the
well, let them go. Give them the extra points.
So whereas I was losing out a fair bit through that
you should
really long last quarter.
Yeah, half the time you ask though, and they just say, "No, keep racing."
Yeah.
I would then like.
Well, you just do Lando Norris and wait till just before the line, and then back off and let them go.
But I could hang on. Or
no, yeah, time needs to well, need to win, I suppose, in the first race.
Yeah. I couldn't capitalise anything at the last corner because I was just murdering the left front.
I'll tell you what though, I'll put the qualifying set on. And we had to raise, just to jack the suspension up a little bit for the fuel. It was so loose for that last corner. Couldn't get on the throttle because the rear kept wanting to come out.
A little bit, and I've just started making little micro mistakes and that kind of thing. So yeah,
I don't know if you did that. I don't know if you just qualified on race fuel.
Nah, I was just qualifying on race fuel. I never bother.
You want to go a lot quicker to take any fuel out.
Excellent. Well,
well, I put 15 litres of fuel in, which is not a lot less, and I had to put the rear wide half a bit, and when I took the last turn, the back just come out of me, and after that, it felt really nervous.
Yeah. I mean, in the practice, before I got a setup sent, I was on a low downforce setup, iRacing, and the wings on -4.
Well, no, that doesn't work.
To be honest, I did my fastest lap on it.
I was on -3 all night.
It's sketchy though, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, I didn't think that I felt fine with it.
I was on -2.
Yeah, I was on -3. -2 on the setup, and I put it at 2.5. And I went quicker, -3, so I just put a -3.
I think it gives you more on the braking as well. You've got a higher downforce switch -2.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you've got that's where you get me on the braking.
I already knew this of PVG. I haven't raced Michael very much, but he's.
I was using first gear quite a lot as well.
I was dropping. So not every lap, when I was battling, I was dropping into first, quite a bit. But when it was just when I was following Carl round, and when I was following Pete and Rene round, when I was in third, I was just steady away.
Especially like when your exits are uphill, first you get a little extra boost, I think.
About an hour of the hour that we were actually ad footage.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the state of the leak. I mean, there was no sawdust tonight, was there?
The livery probably does burn quite badly. Recognisable pattern.
Yeah,
or silly arses.
I'm sure that other companies will be sponsoring you.
Yeah, he's calmed down a bit now, though, hasn't he? I think he's
in our leagues and racing with us and all the other.
A bit better now. He doesn't just like shot it up the inside.
I think he's only about 16.
Yeah, he's only a young lad.
All the graphics on the screen are all Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, he's got some place, but he's got a few incidents in.
And therefore we are.
Yeah, I couldn't understand one of the races. It was that one, the street race that we did last season.
Don't go too mad.
Where you went?
Me a golden car.
Yeah, and he was bouncing off every wall, and I'm thinking, surely you've hit your limit now.
What is that?
Like you must be over 14 incident points.
There was all sorts of like.
And like he had no bumpers on. He was still quicker. It was unreal.
Yeah, like 20 minutes older when Joe.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. That'll be fine. Right, we'll do that later. In that case,
I'm ready, mate. See you later.
Everybody.
See you later.
Cool. And I will get your name right at some point this evening. At least once.
Probably be you pulled in now, Paul, 'cause you're on the podium. Yeah. He's gone.
Everybody's name wrong. This is not new news.
Can you hear me?
Paul Hurley, good evening.
Got to go on my phone. Can't get my computer to work on.
We've got, what have we got in the first race?
Bloody thing.
Oh, it's gone wild. I don't even know where it is. Anybody know where my cursor is? Oh dear. Second.
Place that you look.
Oh, right.
It won the AM then.
Oh, there it is. Right, okay.
Dan, and then David.
Dan.
There it is. Right.
Dan won race one. And then I think it'll have been.
In the first race, it was a little bit south of Sandwich.
Who was in front out of you and Fee?
Have you got on yours?
It was 21st overall, but there was that part, that slight.
And then Dale will be in after that.
Complication between a few cars right at the beginning, of, towards the back of the.
I took David and Paul out.
Caught up in it.
I mean,
I say slightly.
Like,
it's quite strange because his car just speared to the right.
and you
Chris's,
So, as I turned in, he was just.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I should have been. If I hadn't fucked up coming out the pits, and I went to turn the pit limiter off, and I flicked my screen to the side.
Speak to him in a minute about that.
And then by the time because I'd come out of the pits, I had to avoid, like, Dave was coming down, I thought, I'm not fucking hitting him again. And then Dan went past me. And by the time I got it back, I was round the first corner and going round the second, and then got my pit limiter off. It was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, I lost about 8 seconds, I think.
Championship, but in the
yeah, it wasn't me.
Someone else.
Yeah, I was gone.
I hit them, then
I was in third at one point.
He must have broke the car straight away.
I keep going.
I didn't realise. I kept trying to go and turn in as normal, and it just went straight on into the barrier.
In the second race, it did, yeah. When he stopped pushing his bloody lights, but yeah.
And then I think I come out. Once the pit stops was on, I was about 5 seconds behind Chris, and I managed to catch him, and we was like
I don't know if they really looked at my incident on that race, and
you missed it a bit before. It was really close.
Lap 2, race 1.
And I managed to. It was door to door, but I managed to get him in the end.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get all the footage. Unfortunately, or fortunately,
I'm not complaining.
there was ridiculousness going on all over the track. It was brilliant. Portimao was delivered for us yet again. Not just in this series either. We've had some great V8 races around here.
Yeah, what is a good coincidence tonight as well.
I've got my computer right next to
interesting
me on there, and the bloody graphics cards. I might have to generate something.
I don't think anyone's malicious.
Just sweating my nuts off.
It's all great, in great spirit, it has to be said.
It's the 3090.
How do you go at Zambor?
I prefer that layout, the National, or whatever it's called, than the full one, if I'm honest.
Really? Wow. Okay. Well, don't feel bad for being wrong about that, but you know, that's right. And then Jay, you know,
Yeah, I've got a new rig at home.
The entertainment will be fantastic no matter what layout.
It's only there because I'm extra stepping and I'm not extra stepping, so.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
But tonight, I mean, the track tonight encouraged, you've got some big, wide corners where you've got sharp turns and you could actually get...
Thought about coming and have a chat, Jay, be thinking, wasn't coming chatting.
Cool. That's why we want everybody to turn up, just to enjoy their racing. Anybody you want to shout out to before we let you go?
Hey?
Shout out to Chris for a good race at the end there. My blades, Dex, and Daniel Lewis and Tom Woodcock. Where the hell were you?
Well, yeah.
I managed to eat before I got on tonight, so I have to dash off.
Oh, really? That's rude, isn't it?
No good excuse, is it?
Not really at all, no. But yeah, great racing tonight. Always entertaining watching you racing. Paul Hurley, everybody.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, have a good night, folks. I moaned at them for not sure. I'm coming. I moaned at them for not showing more on me. Loads of stuff going on. You moaned at them as well, Chris.
I'm going to unleash.
Sorry, what's that?
I said I moaned at them for not showing our battle. There was loads of stuff going on.
Yeah,
you moaned at them as well.
It was the incident in the first race where the car just seemed to have a mind of its own.
Yeah, let's bring Chris Dixon and you can talk
to him. I'll
bring in Andy and Fee. So Chris Dixon for you, Jay.
Good evening.
We're
having the full team in, are we?
Yes, slowly.
But we're going to pick on you first, Chris, or Jay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think you kind of know what we're going to be asking anyway for the first race. So what happened?
We had a good battle that you didn't obviously show or see. Me and Paul for the first full lap. It was a couple of 0x incidents, and I come out of around the last corner, and it was a bit squirrely, and Paul got the run on me, so I had to give him room, and then stayed on the inside, and as soon as I braked, it just went right.
Wow.
Blew away, and there must have been damage on the rear end, because I just could not control it. I mean, I broke before Paul, and couldn't do anything, and I tried to thread the needle and miss David. Before I even hit him, I'd apologised to him.
It just seems so out of character. I know sometimes the back ends of these cars can surprisingly get a bit squirrely, especially after such a long straight and going downhill at the same time. But yeah, it just, when we saw the mess afterwards. Yeah, it just completely had a mind of its own, as if you literally had gremlins in there. But I
think there must have been some sort of damage, because there was nothing I could do. Like I say, I broke before Paul, and I broke heavy, and it just off it went. It just. And then after that, it wouldn't drive straight anyway, but Paul T-boned me, didn't he? So he had nowhere to go and just went straight to the side of me after I took David out. But yeah, apologies have been made, and unfortunately there's nothing any of us could have done really. Just fortunate David was completely innocent, and best race really.
And did you end up with the podium position in the second race, Chris?
No, Paul got it right on the last lap.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was a good battle, that, though.
Yeah, we had a really good battle. Me and Paul had a really good battle all night, really. Yeah, I was quite happy to get up into third in the second race. I don't know if you noticed that, but obviously the late pit stop, and I was saying, Pete and ready to go, pit, at least let me try and lead a lap. But it stayed out. To be honest, I had 2 litres left, so I probably could have done another lap, but I thought it's not worth it. My luck, I'd have run out of fuel, so followed them in the pits.
No, I think you had a reasonable night, and Fee, you also showed up with good colours tonight. Race 1 in particular.
Yeah. In practice, I was saying, Chris will back me up. I was thinking about missing this week, using it as a drop round, because I was absolutely terrible at driving the track, and then race one worked out fine for me.
It worked out beautifully. I mean, it was only just that Pete and Stephen passed you. I think it was with about a lap and a half, 2 laps to go. Otherwise, you'd have ended up with even more points. You'd have finished 16th. Yeah. That pesky Daniel Lewis, he was way up there yet again, but not so in the second race. You had a bit of a rough ride in that second race. The start wasn't great for you, was it?
No, dropped the clutches as I normally did, and it just wheel spun on me.
Yeah.
And halfway round, I got rear-ended very heavily. I don't know who it was behind me, but I turned into the next corner as I normally would, and the car just decided it wanted to go straight across into the tyre wall, so I had to tow back to the pit.
Okay.
But other than that 4X for that, I had 3 all night, 2 in the feature and 1 in the sprint, and obviously there's that 4 on top from the contact.
Yeah, that'll do you well for the Sir Alan the Safe Driver Award. There's quite a few vying for that at the moment. We were talking about it at the start of the show. We're very impressed with a number of different drivers, most of them in the AM class, to be honest. And Andy, it's you've done hello. Where did you end up in the first race? Right, you got a podium. Yeah, you got an AM class podium in 19th place. In the second race, a little bit more of a rough ride and a little bit off the podium. But you still had, Fee and Dale behind you from AM class at least. Talk us through your races.
Well, the first one ended up pretty non-eventful, really. I was just trying to get to decent lap times in. I ended up behind Dale, I think, at some point, and then got back past him, and then just try to open the gap up to Dale, and then it was just no one in front of me. So it was a bit boring.
Boring, but very polished, and it looked like a clean race, or a clean pair of races, rather.
The second one, there was a bit of banging going on. Some of the recovering drivers coming through.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Rude.
Right, okay. Certainly words and letters to the management there. But yeah, it's you've done really well to bring the car home in the state that it was, given the fact that it was a bit rude along the way. And this is not an easy track to drive, is it, Portimao? It's very technical and very...
I do enjoy it, to be honest, but I remember from last year, I think we did it in the MX-5s as well, and I do like the track, actually. It's nice. Plenty of room, isn't there? It's a wide track.
Massively wide. It's about 30 cars wide on that side. It's great. Well, it's great that Workguard are well represented in this league. I'm sure Alan is very, very chuffed that you're all in here and continuing to race. It's you're all developing all the way through all of the seasons, and to have so many podiums is brilliant between you. In terms of shout-outs from each of you, I'll start with Chris. Who do you want to shout out to?
Yourselves and all the team for putting this on, all the drivers, obviously, for coming and racing, and everyone for watching. Obviously, all the results team as well for the support they give us.
Tremendous. And Fee?
As Chris says, you guys for the stream, everybody who does the work in the background. Special shout out for Alan. He's not with us this season, but he is our team leader at Workguard, and he's well respected between us.
Very well said. And missed in the booth, even if Jay's doing an amazing job of filling in those very, very large booths. And Andy?
Yeah, just reiterate what the guys have said, yourself, all the racers that raced tonight. I think it was pretty much a clean evening, wasn't it, really? Obviously Alan, we do miss him, but
we know he's there. He was struggling a little bit last night in the MX-5. I know his shoulder was hurting a bit last night, but he soldiers on, the old boy.
Well, that bloody golf he's doing, that's what that is.
Well, yeah, it could be something to do with that. But yeah, he's a star, and we'll all be getting together at our Thruxton get-together in a few weeks, so...
Yeah, very good, very good. All the best for that.
Yeah,
right. In that case, good evening to Chris Dixon.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening to Fiona.
Good night, everybody.
Right, I'm off. Where are we next week? Do you know?
I haven't got a clue.
Bonsoir, or...
That whatever it is.
We are...
I don't know how you say it. Yeah, whatever, something like that. I think it's there, but I'm not 100% sure.
Who is it that's pressing your button?
Right, I'll bring it off then, and I will...
You've already mentioned the two.
Yeah, see you next week, or catch up with you if you're on tomorrow. If I can get on, I'll get on, but if not... Ah, well, good luck with that. Hopefully you catch something this time. But yeah, I'll be on Monday, hopefully, but it'll be late on, so I might miss you.
I can't even remember.
I'll see if I can
Tony as well. Tony, yeah.
Which,
for me,
well, I normally get on at about 9:15. It just depends when the girls get out of dancing.
Purely on the fact that
yeah.
And then when everybody else leaves, I
so
do.
rare. It's like
I know you're coming, I'll hang about.
Hen's teeth out.
Well, what I'll do if I get chance, if I know I'm going to be on, I'll jump on my phone, go on Discord and just let you know I'm like when I'll be on. And if you can stop on. If not, all right. Alright, catch you later. Night.
Driver of the meeting. So I'm going to go with another performance that stuck out to me. I was going to go Tony, but you've gone with Tony. I don't want to have it too many where someone's getting two votes per week. So I'm actually going to go towards someone who's picked up 2 overall race podiums tonight.
See where we go from there.
The mistake
next week
that happened at the start of their race 1. They soldiered on, they carried on driving,
thanks for watching.
And they ended up with a fantastic finish of race 2 as well. That's going to be Casper Schmermo.
UKSR
I'm going to go over Casper getting my vote for tonight. In a night where a lot of the big boys in the season where the grids are a little bit smaller, Casper's really stepping up to be the guy who's going to be taking advantage of all the big guys' mistakes, and he's in the right place at the right time to do that. So